Thank you very much for joining me with this particular tape. What we're going to be working on now today is very simply some very good simple stretching exercises to isolate each muscle group. The hamstring group, the adductor group, the top head of the quadricep, and the iliopsoas muscle group. Then we're going to strengthen the certain muscle groups that help us lift that leg up in the air to do our particular kicking exercises. Because it's just as important to have the strength as it is to have the flexibility. Think about this. When we do flexibility, do we really stretch the muscle or do we kind of teach it to relax? I am more on the inclination that we teach that muscle to relax. I've been doing this for 30 years. Most of you have been stretching a certain part of your life. How come we have to warm up before we stretch out? How come we just go into the splits? I can't. I don't know too many people that can just drop into the splits, especially at my age. I have to stretch, I have to warm up a little bit, then I can go down. I think I actually teach that muscle to relax enough that I can do the splits. That's what I want to work with you this afternoon. Today is to teach that muscle to relax. Isolating each of the certain muscle groups, the three muscle groups we've just talked about, into relaxing to the certain degree that we can maybe not do the splits, but get more flexibility, get a greater range of motion. If you have any questions, just think about it. If it starts to hurt, stop. Don't push it any further than that. Just let it go to a certain degree. Let it relax in that position, okay? Think about it as we're working it now. We're isolating the three basic muscle groups, the hamstring group, or the biceps femoris, the back of the leg, the inside of the leg, the adductor longus, the sartorius, and the gracilis, commonly called your adductor group, and the front part of the leg, the iliopsoas that comes around and curves around the front of the leg, and the top head of the quadricep. We're isolating those three muscle groups. We're not going to push it hard. We're not going to use a ballistic type of an exercise. We're going to use a very simple static. We're going to hold it after a certain position for a certain length of time. I'll count the time. It's up to you how long you want to do it. I've picked my own certain amount that helps me. Okay? Now let's just kind of circle the hips a little bit. Just relax a little bit. Circle those hips. Good. Nice and easy. Nothing hard. Nothing really big. We're loosening up the hip joint. This helps us also speed up the heart rate, get a little blood flow within that muscle, get warm blood within that muscle group so they'll become more elastic, more movable. Now, turn sideways. Arch your back now. Push your hips forward so you're stretching heel, the iliopsoas, the top head of the quadricep. Good. Arch your back, push it forward. Good. Now circle again and reverse it. Reverse it again and reverse it one more time. Nice and relaxed. Arch your back one more time. Good. Now, we're also, in the course of our flexibility, going to work a little bit of ligaments, a little bit of tendons up in the hip joint. But remember, we're going to go nice and easy today. Let's just sit down. In this position now, put your legs about a 90-degree angle. No more than 90 degrees. Because remember, this is a warm-up also. I haven't jumped up and down. I haven't done all kinds of exercises yet to warm up. This is going to also be my warm-up. I'm going to put a little bit of tension on the muscles, which causes what? The heart rate to speed up. Pumping new, fresh, reoxygenated blood into those muscles. My right leg stays where it is. It doesn't move at all. My left leg will be the only leg that does move, but I'm not going to move it. I lean back so I take all the strain off my lower back. Now, if you have a back problem, this is going to be wonderful for you. All I'm going to do now is watch. Just scoot a little bit forward. When I push that leg out, the legs separate. I'm working the adductor group. I'm isolating the adductor group and isolating that particular muscle group. So come back to a 90-degree angle. Now, pick an arbitrary time. I'm going to pick, let's say, 15 seconds. I'm going to hold each of these for 15 seconds. I'm going to do 3 sets of 5. I'm leaning back. Toes are straight up. Why? Because we're isolating the adductor group. I've leaned them back. Now I'm working the hamstring group. So I want to keep them straight up. Lean back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, only take the front leg, your left leg, out maybe an inch or 2 inches. Now, if you're right-legged or left-legged, I happen to be left-legged, so that's the leg I'm going to move. My right leg stays where it is, or it could be your left leg. It's up to you. I'm going to push this out about 2 inches. Now watch. Boom. That's all. That's all it is. But look at the difference in the angle now. Another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toes are still up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. That's 2 down. Third one. Now watch. Just a couple inches. But I just push that just 2 or 3 inches. Again, look at the angle change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't count fast. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep your legs locked out straight too. Keep them straight. Make this vastus medialis muscle right here in the front part of the leg and on the inside help out the medial area. Helps out the support. Fourth one now, a little bit further. Good. Now look at the difference. Look at that angle now. This is only the fourth one. We've got 2 more sets to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, if you notice, a lot of times when you take it out, you go, oh gosh, that hurts. But the longer you stay in this position, the muscles will relax. Why? Because they get tired. When a muscle gets tired, it has to relax. It has to. It can't stay tense. It doesn't have the strength anymore to stay tense. Fifth one now. Ready? A little bit further. Good. You notice only a couple inches each time. It's a slow process, but it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, don't pull your legs together. What are we trying to do? We're trying to stretch this muscle group. We're trying to get it to relax. So what happens if I pull my legs together? What happens? I just used that muscle to contract the legs, and now they've tightened up again. So stick them back out there slowly when this position, and now watch. Watch what happens. If I scoot back, I've just scooted forward. If I scoot back, that angle reverses to a certain comfortable position. Bring your legs together, bring your feet together, bounce those knees, relax the hip joint. Just to relax the hip joint. You don't have to do it hard, but just to relax it. Now here's something very important. A lot of times when you push your legs out, you won't feel it so much in the adductor group. You'll feel it in your hips. You go, ow, that really hurts. Well, this is your femur. Fits in your acetabulum like this. When I'm stretching, if I'm trying to come up like this, there's a lot of strain on the top head or the top area of this joint. So what happens, you want this to happen, this sliding, this slipping within the acetabulum itself. So what we're going to do now is work the ligaments that hold this joint together and the tendons, which hold the muscle to the bone. Easy way to do that is very simply, I'm going to get on my hands and knees. Look at the difference, the angle of my knees. Okay, very simple. Now, to take the strain again off the back, I'll go about 45 degrees so everybody can see. About here, now I just put my elbows on the floor. This is very simple, nice and relaxing too. Now just sitting here, I let the legs relax. Let them relax. Let the knees come apart a little bit. Then I come forward, stretching that iliopsoas, the top head of the quadricep a little bit. Good. Then I push back. Now I'm working the hamstrings a little bit. Just a little bit. You notice I'm not working the adductor that much now. Now the knees will go a little bit further apart. Coming forward again. Good. And pushing back. Now, look at the movement. See, I'm bouncing a little bit on this one because what am I not doing? I'm not working the muscles. I'm working the ligaments within that joint. Why? Because my knees are bent. So the muscles cannot be straightened out, or cannot be locked out, or cannot be tense. They're relaxed. so I'm working the ligaments. Now, coming forward again, and going back. Good. A little bit wider now. Look at the difference now. Look at the difference. Coming forward again, going back. See, I can move now a little bit further. Now look, see the difference? Legs are almost down now. Come forward. Now don't push it. We're going to do this again. Coming forward and pushing back. Okay, now come up. Good. Now, the second set. You'll notice a vast difference. Okay, now my legs are apart, a little bit wider this time. They don't have to be 90 degrees, but my toes are still up. My legs are locked out straight. Now look at the difference that I'm starting with already, because now the ligaments are relaxed a little bit. You don't really want to stretch the ligaments hard because ligaments don't grow back. So you get them to relax a little bit because there's still a certain amount of movement that you can work within those ligaments. Hands behind you. Second set of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Second one, just a little bit further, just again a couple inches. Don't push it. How hard am I working? 1, and I am an old person. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Second one now, or third one, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Fourth one now, a little bit further. Good. 1, 2, you should feel it now, start feeling it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Last one, this set. A little bit further now, a little bit further. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your back straight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold it now. Hold it. And 15. Now, again, just scoot back. Take the strain off that hip joint. Good. Bring your feet together. Bounce those knees. Good. Relax the hips. Relax the muscles in this position. They're still thinking, though. They're still thinking. They're still relaxing. Okay. Ligaments again. Ready? You're on your knees again. Now watch the difference on you. You'll be relaxing. You're getting the muscles to relax. Your elbows are down. Come forward again. Good. Push it now. Push it a little bit. Go back. Good. Knees a little bit wider. Come forward. And back. Good. Now the instep is down on this, so you're not putting any strain on the knee at all. Knees a little bit wider. Come forward. And go back. Good. One more time now. A little bit wider now. Come forward. See, we're working movement too. Working movement. Going back. Now, nice and a little wide. Hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Come up slowly. Slowly. Let the muscle relax easily and slowly. Good. Now, remember, we're still isolating just the adductor muscle group. Third set. Fairly wide now. Fairly wide. Because we want the muscle to relax in this position. To relax in this position, be comfortable in this position. So when you stick your kicks up or you swing your leg up or do any kind of flexibility movement, you will feel comfortable working that movement. Hands behind you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Second one, a little bit wider now, just an inch or so. You might not want to push it so hard this time because you're trying to work just that extra added inch. Second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Third one now, a little bit wider. A little bit wider. Nice and relaxed though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Fourth one now, a little bit further. A little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last one. Push it now. Push it. Put a little bit of strain on that thing. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Toes are still up. 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold it. Hold it now. Hold it. Make it get tired. Make it get tired. Don't push it, but just hold it there. And 15. Good. Scoot back. Slowly. Let the muscles relax slowly. Good. Good. Now bring your feet together again. Bounce the knees. Very good so far. When you get up, when we stand up, you'll feel it. Okay, now stand up. Kind of shake your legs out a little bit because you've taken a little bit of the blood out of the muscles. You put a little bit of strain on those muscles. They're fatigued a little bit. Kind of circle